Thanks for joining us today for our science lesson. Can everyone say hello?
Hello.
Hello. Let's do our meditation.
Think about your center.
That's right. 2 fingers to find our heart center. Left hand in our lap. And close your eyes. Feel for boom, 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 boom in your heart center. Move your right hand to your lap. And let's end our meditation with 3 breaths together. 1, 2, and our last one, 3. Slowly start to wiggle your toes. Slowly start to wiggle your fingers. Slowly open your eyes. And let's begin our science lesson. In this lesson, we're going to look at electricity again. So we'll be talking about all the different things that use electricity. And we're also going to learn about conductors and what kinds of materials electricity will move through and what kinds of materials electricity will not move through. So we're going to review our PowerPoints for electricity. We're going to look at a new PowerPoint to think about conductors. And at the end, we're going to play a game where we think about which materials will be conductors and which materials will be insulators. So first, let's look at our PowerPoint so that we can review some of the appliances that we already know work with electricity. So electricity. That's this word. Can we practice that word? Electricity.
Electricity.
Good. It's a big one. Electricity.
Electricity.
Very nice. Electricity.
Electricity.
Good. Electricity.
Electricity.
Very nice. And electricity is different kinds of energy. Yeah, like when we plug things into a wall, or if we use batteries, or even in nature, sometimes lightning will have electricity. So there's a lot of different kinds of electricity that we already have talked about in our last science lesson. So electricity uses energy to make different things work. And we can think about that like our bodies. We eat lots of healthy food, we drink water and milk, to give our bodies lots of energy so that we can play and learn. And just like that, our electrical appliances like our TVs and computers, we plug those into the wall and that gives them all their energy so that we can use them to learn and to work and to have fun. So energy is a lot of different things. We use it to power our bodies by food. We use energy to power our appliances with electricity. So electricity makes the things work. Raise your hand if you can tell me something in our classroom that uses electricity. What uses electricity? The cords where we plug in our wall. What uses electricity? The plugs do? What kind of things? Our outlets. Good. What kinds of things use electricity?
Light.
A light.
Fan.
A fan.
TV.
The cell phones and the TVs. And our computers. Good. And our cameras. Yep. Teacher-ized camera. Good, friends. All of those things use electricity. They need energy to work. So we plug those things into the outlets or the sockets, and they have energy so that we can use them when we learn. What is this? Computer. Does a computer use electricity?
Yeah.
Yes, it does. What about this? A light or a lamp. Lamp. Do we use a lamp to plug in and get electricity?
Yes.
Yeah, we use electricity to make that lamp work. Do you remember what we call these? Earphones. Earphones or headphones. And the one we talk out of?
Microphone.
This one? Microphone. 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 Earphones. Microphone. Earphones. Show me with your hands. Earphones. Microphone. Earphones. Earphones. Good job. Microphone. Very nice. What is this? What is this for? Do you know what this is? Yeah, we put our clothes inside. It's called a washing machine. Washing machine. Yeah, like when we wash our hands. Washing machine. Good. A microwave also uses electricity. Very good. Thank you. Yeah, we put water inside and then we use this to make our clothes nice and smooth. We call this an iron. Iron. Everybody show me an iron. And a refrigerator uses electricity too. Good thinking, my friends. Very nice thinking. So there are a lot of different things that use electricity and that need energy to work, to turn on. And there are also different kinds of energy. There's different kinds of energy. There is light energy. This is things that give us light.
Sunlight.
The sun does give us light. That is great thinking, but we're thinking of things that we use electricity for, that we plug into the wall, and they give us light, just like our light.
Heat.
Like our lamps.
Lamps.
Lamp. Lamp.
Lamp.
Everybody practice. Lamp.
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 Very nice. The lamps we plug in give us light energy, so we can see. They use light energy.
Not wet. Not wet.
We definitely don't want to have wet hands when we touch those. We don't want to have wet hands when we're touching those plugs. This is another kind of light energy. Do you remember what this word is called? It's a flashlight.
Flashlight.
Flash.
Flash.
Light.
Light.
Good. Flashlight.
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 A flashlight, we use batteries so that we can take it when we walk around and we can use it to see at nighttime. So that's a different kind of energy. Both of these use light energy because they help us to see. The lamp helps us and the flashlight help us. They give us light energy. We also have
Heat energy.
heat energy. Good. Things that get hot when we plug them in.
Sun.
The sun does get hot. We're thinking about things that we plug in for electricity.
Or should dip and
Yes, the things like our iron. Iron. Like we iron our clothes with, that gets hot, right? We plug that into the wall and it makes heat so that we can clean our clothes. Iron. Iron. Good. What do we use the iron for? Yeah. Or a dress, all our clothes, or a jacket. Any of our clothes that we use to make them nice and flat, we use that iron. That gives us heat energy, or our skirts. Yeah, any of our clothes, we use that iron. It gives us heat energy. Another thing that gives us heat energy, what is it? A microwave. A microwave. What does a microwave do?
Cake and pizza. Cupcake.
What are those cakes?
Chicken.
Hold on, friends. What are those things? Cake, pizza, cupcake. What are those? Ooh, they're things we eat. So the microwave makes our food hot. It gets hot. We use that microwave. It's plugged in. We open the door and push some buttons. Put our food inside. Does it make our food hot or cold?
Hot.
Makes our food hot.
And number chicken and fish.
Yeah, we put different foods inside, and that microwave makes our food hot. The iron gets hot so that we can make our clothes look nice. So these two things use heat energy. Heat energy.
No shirt and the microwave.
Yeah, we usually don't put our shirts in the microwave, but that would be funny.
TV.
We also have sound energy.
Sound energy.
Things that we hear
Earphone.
from electronic things.
Earphone.
Good, like our earphones.
Music.
And music, things so we can listen to music. This is a radio.
Radio.
A radio.
Radio.
Radio uses electricity so that we can listen to music. Radio.
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 Another thing that uses sound energy is right here.
TV.
Or television. And the television is a special one because we have sound and light. So there's things that we can hear, the sounds, and there's things that we can see, the lights. The things that move and make up the images for us, they use light energy. The things we can hear use sound energy. So the television is special because it uses light and sound energy. Our radio uses sound energy. It's things that we can listen to. And we use two different kinds of electricity. One kind we use are these called batteries.
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 Good. And batteries are tiny containers of energy that go into things like your flashlight or our microphone or sometimes your cell phone, and they make those things work with electricity. All that energy is stored in these batteries, and we can put those batteries into our flashlights or our cell phones, and those flashlights and cell phones are going to work. We're going to use the electricity that's inside those batteries, and we're going to be able to use them. We also use the plugs. We also use our outlets. Outlets. Point to an outlet. We've got a lot. We've got so many all around our classroom. Very nice, friends. Okay, friends, good job. We've got them all over our classroom. So we've got the outlets, and the outlets have different parts to them, right? Does anybody remember what we call the long, skinny part?
Cord.
Good, it's a cord.
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 Good. Can you help me spell cord?
C-O-R-D.
C-O-R-D. Cord. And that cord is that long, skinny part. Like a snake. That's our cord. Do you see a cord in our classroom? Yeah. There's cords here and there. Good. Yes, good, friends. We've got lots of cords all around our classroom. What do we call this part? The part that goes into the wall. What is it? The plug. Very nice. We've got our plug. This is the part that goes in the wall. Can you help me spell it? P-L-U-G. And that's our plug. That's the part that goes into the wall. Do you remember what we call this part of the wall?
Letter S.
It does start with the letter S.
Socket.
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 Good job, friends. The socket. The socket is the part on the wall
L.
that has the holes where we put the plug into. Socket. And it does look kind of like a little face. There's different kinds of sockets. Sometimes they have a line. Sometimes they have a funny dot. They kind of look like a little face. Okay, here we go. S. Great job. This part is our socket. Very nice job, friends. We have another PowerPoint to look at for conductors, but first we're going to do our stretch break. So everybody stand up. So everybody put your arms up high. Stretch all your fingers out. Put your arms in a T. And touch your toes. Come up halfway and swing your heavy arms. Very nice. Come up, standing up nice and tall. Let's try to balance. Stand on one leg. Stay as still as you can. Stay as still and quiet as you can. You can put your hands in the middle. If you can balance, slowly move them out. You can close your eyes. Stay as still and quiet as you can. Good job. Let's change legs. Stand on your other leg. Put your hands in the middle. You can put them on your waist. You can hold them out if you can keep your balance. If you're jumping around, just probably keep your hands here until you get your balance. But if you can be still and quiet, then you can move your hands out. Don't hang on your neighbors. Do your own. Stay as still as you can. Good. Very nice, friends. Stand on two legs. Stand on two legs. Very good. Show me 3 big claps. Show me 3 big jumps. Let's take 3 big steps. And 3 big spins around. Great job. Okay, let's do 3 little claps. Take 3 little steps. Good. Do 3 little jumps. And 3 little spins. Great job. Okay, everybody take a seat. In this PowerPoint, we're going to be talking about conductors. Can you say that word?
Conductor.
Conductors.
Conductor.
Good job. It's very tricky. Conductors. Good. Conductors.
Conductor.
Very nice. Conductors. Conductors. Great job. Conductors are things that electricity will move through them. Things like inside of this wire there are metal conductors. Yes?
Cone.
A little bit. Sounds like
And it
a little bit like that.
sounds like ice cream.
Okay.
Inside is metal and it's so small and it's so long.
Yeah. Inside there's metal. They're very long and thin. What's on the outside, do you think?
Plastic.
Yeah, there's plastic. Just like these cords here.
And bubbly.
There's metal on the inside of these wires, and they're covered with plastic so that when we touch those wires, it's safe for us. It's not hurting us, so that we aren't touching the metal part that the electricity is moving through. We are touching this plastic part, and it's safe to touch these. It's not going to hurt us. So the kinds of things that are conductors are metal, and electricity will move through them. So we'll learn a little bit more about those. So when we put our plug into the socket, is that part metal or plastic that goes into the wall?
Metal.
It's metal. Yeah, it's metal. We've got plastic around that metal. But if we look at our plug, we've got metal showing. So that metal can go inside the socket and touch other parts of the metal and make the electricity work. What about this part? Is this plastic or metal?
Plastic.
Yeah, this part. Yeah, the cord and the plug are plastic so that it's okay for us to touch. And then this metal part goes inside the socket in the wall, and it touches other metal parts, and that's how we get our electricity to move through our cord. The things we need. So that metal part is a conductor. The electricity can move through it. Let's practice that word again. Conductor.
Conductor.
Show me the electricity moving in that conductor. Conductor. Can you practice that word? Conductor. Good job. It's kind of fun. Very nice. So electricity moves through those conductors, and that's how we get lights. That's how we get our computers and cell phones and things to work. That energy is traveling through that cord, through those metal conductors. So what kinds of things are conductors, do you think? Do you think a toothbrush is a conductor?
No.
Is it made of metal?
No.
What is it made of?
Plastic.
Yeah, plastic. Okay.
Money.
What about some wire? Wire. Can you say that word?
Wire.
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 Everybody practice. Wire.
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 What is that wire made of?
Metal.
Metal. Do you think electricity can move through that wire?
Yes.
Maybe.
No.
Yeah.
But the sheep.
Probably could. Just think about our first picture that we saw. We saw some wire with plastic wrapped around it. Did that look like this wire a little bit?
No.
Yeah. This kind of wire. Before the plastic goes around it, kind of looks like that. What about this stick? What is that stick made of? Wood. Do you think electricity can move through wood? Probably not very well. Nope. So on this page, what do you think is the best conductor? What do you think electricity can move through? A toothbrush, a wire, or a stick?
Wire.
Yeah. It moves through some metal objects. So some metal things that electricity can move through. So you are right, friends. In this, electricity is going to move through this wire. This wire is our conductor. The things that electricity does not move through, like that toothbrush and that stick, we call these things insulators. Insulators. Good, let's practice that word together. Insulators. Insulators. Good job. Very nice. Insulators. Insulators. Great work, friends. And insulators are things that electricity does not move through. So take a look at this. Here comes the electricity. Boop. It hits that insulator and the electricity stops moving. So just like this cord, this plastic around this cord, that's an insulator. It's stopping that electricity from moving onto my hands. The metal cords inside take the electricity to our computer from the wall. But when we touch those cords, it's safe because they have plastic around them. That plastic is our insulator. Insulator. Yeah, if we touched these wires and they didn't have plastic on them, what do you think would happen? Yeah. Same thing. Yeah, or if we had water and our hands are wet, or our computer's wet and we touch that computer, what do you think will happen? Oh, yeah, that's right. Is that a good idea to wash our hands and play with the computer?
No.
We have to make sure our hands are dry first. Good thinking. Touch those plugs or anything with computers, we want our hands to be dry. That's right. Yes, friend?
Wash your hands, finish, and dry, and touch your that. No.
Yep, that's right. We've got to dry those hands, and then we're okay to touch the plugs and our computers. So our insulators are things that electricity does not move through, like plastic things or wooden things.
And
What is this picture?
brush.
A toothbrush. Do you remember this picture?
No.
Wire. Good, wire. And the stick. Okay. So insulators stop electricity. They are not metal. So what kind of things do you think are going to be insulators on this? The stick? Good. And the toothbrush. Yeah, those things stop electricity. Only some metal things have electricity move through it. Our conductors. Our insulators, things like the toothbrush and the stick, those things stop electricity. They don't let electricity move through. So I know it's a lot of new words, but you are doing great, friends, and we're going to do some more practice with these words in our next lessons as well. So let's look at some of these pictures, and we're going to think about what kinds of things are conductors. Show me conductors. Conductors. Yeah, that electricity is moving through those metal objects. They're conductors. They have electricity moving through them. What is this? A spoon, a glass bottle, and a nail. Good, a nail. What do you electricity is going to move through out of these pictures? The spoon? Why?
And nail is metal.
Yeah, our electricity is going to be able to move through that spoon, because it's a metal spoon, and also through the nail, because the nail is also metal. That's right, it's not going to move through that glass. It's going to stop with that glass. Very nice. But our nail is a conductor, and our metal spoon is a conductor. Those things are going to have electricity moving through them. The things that stop electricity, we call them our insulators.
Insulator.
Think about our plastic cord here. It goes around that electrical wire to keep us safe so that we're not hurt when we touch these cords. They stop that electricity moving through them. They don't let electricity move through like the conductors. The insulators stop that electricity. So we have shoes, fork, a box, and a nail. Good job, friends. So look at these four things. What do you think is going to stop that electricity? Why? Good, friends. Probably our shoes and our cardboard box are going to be good insulators because that electricity cannot go through them. It's going to stop that electricity.
Metal is nail and fork.
Our metal nail and metal fork, those are conductors. The electricity can move through them. But our insulators, the box, and our shoes, can electricity move through those?
No.
No, that electricity is stopped by those insulators. Okay, next we're going to do a sorting game. We're going to think about the things electricity moves through. Can anyone remember what that's called?
Metal.
Things that are metal. That's great. Electricity moves through them. We call them conductors. Conductors. Good job. It's a new word, so you're doing great. What's the first sound we hear in conductors? Good. Spelling. Conductors. Conductors. Does electricity move through conductors? Yeah. Electricity moves through conductors, so we're going to draw some electricity.
Metal.
Yeah, things that are metal. Some kinds of metal, electricity will move through them. The kinds of things that stop electricity, like our plastic or glass, or all of those, do you remember what we call those words? Insulators. Insulators. And they're new words, so don't worry about learning them today. We're going to have some more lessons where we talk about our conductors and our insulators. Does electricity move through insulators?
No.
No, it stops that electricity. So we're going to put a little stop sign. Stop.
Stop.
That stops the electricity. It stops that electricity. So what kinds of things, what kinds of materials stop electricity? Glass? What's that box made out of? Plastic? What's that box made out of, Prow? Paper? Good. Think about our stick. What was that stick made out of? The stick on our PowerPoint. We saw a picture of a toothbrush, a wire, and a stick. Yeah, things like wood will also stop Electricity. B. Metal. Nails. E. T. There's our A and the L. Good, friends. So things like the nails. What else do we see on our PowerPoint? The spoon. Good. Or a fork. Things that are metal. Electricity will be able to move through our conductors. Things that are insulators like cardboard box, rubber shoes, those things are going to stop that electricity. That electricity will not move through those insulators. So we're going to do some thinking together about what kinds of things are insulators that stop the electricity and what kinds of things are conductors so that electricity is going to move through them. Okay? Here we go. Pakboon, can you come up here, please? What is this picture?
Key.
Key. Can you show your friends? What is this picture, friends? What is it?
Key.
A key. Think about a key.
Key and home.
Is a key a conductor
Yeah.
or an insulator?
Insulator.
What is that key made out of?
Conductor.
What's that key made out of?
Metal.
Metal. Good. So it's probably going to be a conductor. So that key is metal. Is that electricity going to move through that key? What do you think?
Yes.
Will that electricity move through that metal key?
Yes.
Yeah, it's metal. So that is probably going to be a conductor of electricity. That electricity is going to move through that key. Let go. Come on up here. What is that picture? Something we use to sleep.
Pillow.
Pillow. Can you show your friends? Show everybody. That's cool. Friends, you can just show it like this. That's cool. Pillow. Is a pillow going to have electricity move through it
No.
or stop that electricity? What do you think? Is it going to stop that electricity? Insulator.
Insulator.
Good job. Insulator. Insulator. So is that pillow going to stop the electricity?
Yeah.
Will it stop the electricity?
No.
Or will electricity move through that pillow?
Stop.
Yeah, it's going to stop that electricity. It's going to stop that electricity. Pat, come up here. What is that?
Glass.
What do we use to
Plastic cord.
comb? Comb. Hold it up for your friends. Comb. This is a plastic comb. Plastic comb. What do you think, friends? Is electricity going to move through that plastic comb? What do you think, Pat? Is electricity going to move in that plastic comb? No. Put it up for us. Where does it go? Is it an insulator that's going to stop the electricity? Or a conductor that's going to let the electricity move? Insulator. Insulator. Let's practice. Insulator. Conductor. Insulator. Conductor. Great job, friends. Those are very tricky words. Down, come up here. Here's your picture. Can you show the class? What is that? A metal spoon. What do you think, friends? Is that going to move with electricity?
Yes.
What do we call that if an electrical current moves through? What do we call that?
Conductor.
Conductor. Great job. So where does that go? That metal spoon. Conductor. Good job. Conductor. That metal spoon is going to have the electricity move through it. We call it a conductor. Conductor. Good job. Okay, Nid, come up here. Neat's got a picture for us. Show your class.
Nail.
What is this picture, friends? A nail. A nail. What is that nail made out of?
Metal.
Metal. Is it going to be a conductor or an insulator? Conductor. Okay, where does it go? Conductor. Put it up there. We've got our metal things that the electricity will move through. Nadia. Come on up. You're welcome. Plate. A plate.
Conductor.
A plate. What are plates usually made of?
Metal.
Ooh, we have some metal plates.
Or
Like at school, our plates are made of metal. Can plates be made of other things?
Yes.
Yeah, like ceramic. Oh, what do you think? Could this be a conductor or plastic? So could it be a conductor or an insulator? What do you think? Maybe it could be both. Depends on what that plate is made of, right? Okay, if it's both, where should we put it? Right on that line. Let's put it right on our line. Let's scoot it over just a bit. Because if that plate is made out of ceramic, it's going to stop that electricity. But if that plate is made of metal, like our plates at school, it's going to be a conductor. That electricity is going to move on through. Okay, very nice. Okay, Brow, come on. Show the class. A book. What do you think? Is a book a conductor
No.
or an insulator? Insulator. It's going to stop that electricity. What do you think? Think it's an insulator? Okay, very nice. What is that book made of? What is that book made of?
Paper.
Yeah, paper. So it's probably going to stop that electricity. It's an insulator. Two, come on up here. Okay. Show your picture to your friends. Hold it up high, like this. Metal scissors. Okay. What do you think? Is that a conductor or an insulator? Why do you think it's a conductor, friends? Good. That's a good clue. When we see metal, when we see metal, that's a good clue that it's going to be a conductor. That electricity can move through it. Good. Yeah, that's right. That's a good clue that we can use when we see metal, that we think, that's probably going to be a conductor. So what do you think? Conductor or insulator? What do you think, too?
Plastic and metal.
Okay, there's our metal scissors on our conductor side. Very nice. Very nice. Electricity probably will move through them. Ben, Ben, come on up. Can you hold it up? Glass bottle. What do you think? Is a glass bottle going to let electricity move through it? Or insulator? What do you think? Insulator. Is it going to stop that electricity? Yeah, we can usually tell by the material if it's going to stop that electricity or let that electricity move. So what do you think? A glass bottle. Is that an insulator or a conductor? What do you think, Pen Pen? Is it going to stop that electricity and be an insulator? Or is it going to let that electricity move and be a conductor? What's this bottle made of? Glass? Glass. Yeah, it's probably going to be an insulator. It's probably going to stop that electricity from moving. Very nice. Pang Pong, come up here. Okay, show this picture to your friends.
Eraser.
Eraser. What's an eraser made of?
Insulator.
It could be an insulator. What's it made of? Rubber. Yeah, rubber. So think about that material. Insulator or conductor?
Insulator.
Insulator. Okay, put it up for us. And we can add rubber to our list of things that stops electricity. Rubber, like our eraser, that's going to stop that electricity. So good job, friends. We have a few more cards, but we're just going to stop here so we can focus on a few at a time. So everyone show me insulators. Insulators. Does an insulator let electricity move? No, it stops that electricity. What about a conductor? Conductor. Does a conductor let electricity move? Yeah, conductor. Conductor. Good job. A conductor lets that electricity move. What materials are conductors made of? Metal. Good. Those metal conductors let electricity move through them. What kind of material stops electricity? Glass, plastic, paper, wood, and rubber. Good, friends. We call those insulators. Insulators. And they stop electricity. They don't let that electricity move through them. So, great job, friends. Thanks for joining us on our electricity lesson. Can everyone say goodbye?